iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Scout Fantasy Show. ScoutFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Scout Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards. Get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, this is going to be a slightly abbreviated podcast today, but I'm still giving you the Super Bowl podcast. That's right, the Super Bowl prediction. Prediction? That's right, pain, said Clubber Lang in Rocky III. All right, my friends, I want to tell you this. I am rooting for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm rooting for them. I'd like to see them get a Super Bowl. I like Matt Ryan. I like Devonta Freeman. I love Julio Jones Roto, the original Roto child. The original. There's only one, and his name is Julio Jones Roto. I like Arthur Blank. I like, the Georgia Dome. I like the Falcons. But with all the like I have, I don't like them to win the game. I think this is just a Super Bowl where, or maybe it's a sport where great coaching wins. And Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time. You can say Vince Lombardi. I wouldn't disagree with you. You could say Tom Landry. Wouldn't argue with you. You could say Hank Stram. You could say John Madden. You could say Bill Parcells, who has to be in the Mount Rushmore of coaches. But is anybody Bill Belichick? I mean, really, is anybody Bill Belichick? Year after year after year, he just gets it done. So if you ask me who's going to win this game, it comes down to coaching. Right? Bill Belichick is going to outcoach Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn might one day be a very good coach. But he's not Bill Belichick. He's not. He's not Bill Belichick. So let me give you how this game breaks down. I think a lot of it depends on Matt Ryan's first quarter. Watch the first quarter closely. If I'm New England, and New England wins the coin toss, the first thing I'm doing is I'm saying, I want the ball in the second half. If that happens, I think New England might have won the game at the coin toss. I know you think I'm crazy here, and I might just be. I'm just saying, at the coin toss, New England might win this game. Why do I say that? I say that because if Matt Ryan gets the ball first, and they go 3 and out, and Matt Ryan's a little tight, and then the Patriots get the ball and score, now they're in Matt Ryan's head. And now they're playing from behind, and lo and behold, who's going to get the ball in the second half? The New England Patriots. I want you to watch the first 2 series very closely by the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 series. Now, if Matty Ice gets back there, drops back, throws 40 yards down to Taylor Gabriel, I will be wrong and I will admit this. But I don't think it happens. If he goes down, I think in the beginning, I think they're going to throw these easy passes. 2 yards to Freeman, 3 yards to Sanu. You know what? You got to get a first down. You got to get that first down. Once you get that first down, then we're good to go. But if he doesn't get that first down until 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Because Tom Brady's been there before, and Tom Brady's going to get the football, and he's going to move it. He's going to matriculate it down the field, as Hank Stram would say. He's going to throw it. Boom, 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 boom. Brady, score. Boom, score, score, score. You think the Falcons are stopping the Patriots? Are you crazy? And I love people who are picking the under in this game. There's no way this game is under. This game is over. Over, meaning the point total. This game will be in the 60s. And it could be like 42-20 where the Patriots win. Because if there's a blowout to be had, it's the Patriots winning in a blowout. And the Falcons putting up some points later in the game. Can't see it the other way. Cannot. I cannot see a team with Brady and Belichick getting blown out. That's bad alliteration there. Brady, Belichick, blowout? No thanks. Do you know why? Because there's going to be a lot of Blunt. LeGarrette Blunt. Over and over. Heavy on the Blunt. And I'll tell you why. Because the Atlanta Falcons defense is not built to stop a big, tough, strong running back. They're fast. The Falcons are fast. But they're not tough. And they're not strong. You got to be strong to stop a battering ram like Blunt. And we haven't seen a lot of Blunt in this playoffs. We really haven't. We haven't seen a lot of Blunt. Not as much as I thought we would. We've seen a lot of Dion Lewis. We've seen a whole lot of Chris Hogan, but not a lot of Blunt. I think this week you see a lot of Blunt. In fact, I think he's a living lock for 100 yards and a touchdown. I don't think anybody in Atlanta can take him down. Because they don't need to go to Blunt. See, a lot of teams need to establish the run. We need to establish the run, and then it opens up the pass. I don't think so. Patriots can run or pass. They can do whatever they want. This is Tom Brady. Julian Edelman will be open everywhere. Robert Alford cannot cover Julian Edelman. Brian Poole cannot cover Julian Edelman. Desmond Trufant could, but he's not playing. Amazing the Falcons have made it this far without Desmond Trufant. So Tom Brady's going to go all over the field. Boom, 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 boom. What is that? Big running lanes for LeGarrette Blunt. Big. Gaping holes for LeGarrette Blunt. Telling you. You're going to listen back to this podcast and you go, Dr. Roto, how do you do it? You're always right. I'm telling you, this is going to happen. Because it makes so much sense. Dion Lewis, don't love him this week. Like him, don't love him. I think the Falcons can handle his speed and quickness. They can't handle Blunt. Boom! That's Blunt right in the line. Which Falcon's going to stop him? That guy runs with purpose. He runs with purpose. So Tom Brady's going to have Blunt. He's going to have James White. He's going to have Dion Lewis. And then he's got Edelman. Then he's got Amendola. Then he's got Chris Hogan over the top deep. And don't kid yourself. I don't think you see a lot of Hogan. But when you see him this week, it'll be on a couple of really big plays. Now watch. I think Chris Hogan's stats are not going to be huge. But I think he gets a couple of pass interference penalties. And that might be good enough. Brady goes to him twice. He throws 40-yard bombs. Boom, flag goes. They're down now on the 10-yard line. LeGarrette Blunt, touchdown. I think that can happen. I do. I think that can happen. I think Marty B. Martellus Bennett does well. Rest of the last couple of weeks, back in his hometown of Houston, Texas. I think he has a good week. Bennett went to A&M. I'm sure he'll have a lot of friends and family there. Get the friends and family discount. They could drive to the game. Steven Gostkowski. Big spot, has done it before. In a big spot in this game, they need a field goal. You worried about Gostkowski? Because I'm not. That guy's making it. No doubt in my mind. Matt Bryant? I like Matt Bryant, but do I feel the same way? I don't. Now, what about the Falcons? Matty Ice has to play cool. Very cool. Can't feel the pressure. He's got to be Matty Ice out there. Be the guy who's been the MVP of this season. If he has an MVP type game, there's a really, really good chance that they win. But, two things. One, I think the Patriots stop the run. I do. I think they stop Freeman and Coleman. I don't think they let these two guys beat them. I think we're looking at 25 carries for about 65 yards from these guys. And that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. So if they can't run the football, the Patriots force the Falcons to be a throwing team. Once you've done that, now we can blitz, now we can stunt, now we can play all sorts of zone coverages, and now you open yourself up to a lot of problems. 1, maybe some sacks. 2, maybe some picks. The question is, what is the coverage going to be on Julio Jones Roto? Some people think it's just going to be Malcolm Butler on Julio Jones Roto. I don't think so. That would not be how I'd run this. I would roll Eric Rowe onto Julio Jones and then slide a safety over and double cover him. That's the first thing I do. I then move Butler to Sanu for sure. And then I would move Logan Ryan to the slot to cover Taylor Gabriel. If that happens, I think Butler can stop Sanu. I don't think anybody's stopping Julio Jones, but you limit him a little bit. And then Ryan has to stop Taylor Gabriel. And Taylor Gabriel is a difference maker in this game. I really believe that. I think that Matt Ryan has to use him. Go deep with Taylor Gabriel. Give him a couple of shots deep and see what happens. If it's successful, great. But if Logan Ryan can pop Taylor Gabriel, boom! That guy's not making any more impact plays. Then you look at Aldrick Robinson, Austin Hooper. When it gets to Aldrick Robinson and Austin Hooper, this is over. Watch the turf at Energy Stadium. Watch the turf. It's a little slippery. Who can handle it better? I think the Patriots will handle the turf better. I know you think I'm crazy. Just watch the turf. A lot of slipping that goes on in that stadium. Patriots will play really good defense. Bend, not break. Bend, don't break. So the question will be, for the Falcons, can Vic Beasley rush and put pressure on Tom Brady, and Keanu Neal pop one of these receivers? Conversely, who is going to pop Julio Jones? Because Julio Jones is a big boy. Conversely, who in the Patriots, I think who's going to pop Devonta Freeman? You want Devonta Freeman every time he touches the football to feel the pain. I need him to feel the pain because he's a little dude. He's fast, he's quick, and he's pretty strong, but he's a little dude, and he needs to feel the pain. And I'll tell you this. Remember when the Giants played the Patriots in the Super Bowl? They brought the pain. Heat override, you know what I'm talking about. They brought the pain. Every time the Patriots touch the ball, bam, bam, bam. That's how you win a Super Bowl. Do you know who knows that? The Patriots know that because they've been there before. Sometimes you have to be somewhere first and lose to know what you need to do the next time around. The next time around, you know what it takes. The problem is you don't always get there the second go around. Doesn't always happen that way. And that's the problem. Will the Falcons get there again? And if they get there, are they getting there with the same bunch of guys that brought them there in the first place? No. And that's the problem. You get one shot. You get one shot to win the most important game of your life. The game that you wear the ring that says you were the best. You were the best. It's pretty awesome, right? So we'll just have to see what happens. But I expect a very high-scoring game. I'm going to predict something like 37-30, 42-28, something ridiculous like that. But I think the Patriots win. I know they always win by 3, but I think this time around they win by 6 to 10 points. I think that. 6 to 10 points. But I think we get a good game. I think we get a good halftime show by Lady Gaga, who is a very prideful individual. Hopefully we get some good commercials. But more importantly, I hope we get a really good game. And if the Patriots win, I'm sure they'll have deserved it. And the Falcons win, it'll just be another amazing year. The Cubs, the Cavaliers, the Falcons. This is why we love sports. We love sports because it gives opportunities to fan bases and teams who don't always have them. And that's what's so exciting. It really is. It's so exciting. So I'm hoping for a great game, and I'm hoping for a game that keeps me at the edge of my seat. And I think we're going to get that. I do. I think we're going to get that. But watch the first quarter. If Matt Ryan starts out hot and builds some confidence, the Falcons can win this. But if he starts out cold and the Patriots score early and they're playing from behind, that's not where you want to be. You'll know everything by the end of quarter number 1. I really believe that. All right, it's Dr. Roto for Scout Fantasy Sports. Remember, check out scoutfantasy.com, enter the promo code ROTO. Pay for 1 month, you get 2 more for free. And you get access to everything you might want. Seasonal, DFS, golf, hockey, basketball, baseball. Sean Child's amazing team overviews. Adam Ronis and the message boards. My podcasts and videos and articles, everything you could possibly want. Be part of our community. We love to have you. All right, guys, enjoy the Super Bowl. Let's hope for a great game. And I want you to be well. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Scout Fantasy Show. There's never been a better time to join the Scout Army. Visit scoutfantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO for 2 months free. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time. Go Scouts!